What's good, YouTube? So this video right here is me sharing my opinion on which water parks I like best. So there's three different kinds. You have your regular swimming pool with the diving boards, where you have your deep end with the diving boards, maybe 2 or 3 diving boards, and then it'll curve off and it'll go from the deep end all the way to the shallow end. So you can pretty much walk into the shallow or walk into the deep. You can't walk into the shallow if you're in deep. You got to swim until you can start touching the bottom. So, and you have water parks with slides, those kind. And you have the wave pools. So check this out. Which one do I prefer? Now, I've been to all of them. Each one has its good and its bad. Water slides is fun to a lot of people. Me personally, I don't care for them. Even the highest water slides, I've done them before, where you slide down and it feel like you not even touching the bottom. It's like you coming right out of it. So that's one of them. And then there is the curvy slides that go up in here, and then one might be called Mountain Rush, one might be called Splash Pond, or Waterway Tunnel, something like that. And then you go down with inner tubes. You can get 2 people on one. You can go down in the inner tube, or you could do the one. And there's multiple water slides in these water parks. Okay, so the other pool I just told you got the diving board, and you could jump off the side into the deep end of the pool, swim back. Okay, now then you have your wave pool, which they have these big machines at the back of the wall, and they move forward and back. They're not exposed to you, but they're behind these big vents, and these things, they move back and forth off of hydraulics, and they create the wave for the pool. So you got the wave pool. There's no diving board. Once again, you can walk from the shallow all the way to the deep. And these wave pools, you could use inner tubes and just float around into the waves. All right. So I've done those before. When the waves stop, I'll jump off the side into the deep end of the wave pool and then get out when the waves come. I really don't care for them waves. I knew a person that jumped off into the waves, and when the waves, you got the high, low. He actually went down when it was low, and he stubbed his finger on the bottom of the pool, because the pool was only like eight foot deep. The one I go to was like 8 foot. So now that's that. Sorry, I was eating something. So that's what happened with him. He stubbed his finger at the bottom of the pool. So that is the wave pool, and it's sort of like a beachy. It's not, what I mean by beachy is it go from low to the deep end. You could stay up towards the shallow end if you can't swim and the waves come up. I recommend, if you can't swim in a wave pool, period, I don't care about getting on the raft. You fall off that raft, you could drown. Now, with all of those, there are lifeguards at the end of the 12-foot slide in case you drown. Okay, but not too many in the on all the slides, like some, because they're just basically 1 foot of water or maybe 2 feet of water at the bottom of the pool of the slides when you come down to exit the tube. So you got the lifeguards though. You might have like 1, 2, 3. You might 3 lifeguards. So 1 on each side of the deep end of the pool, and then you got 1 sitting back up there on top of that wall with his chair, and he just jump right in when they blow the whistle. And in your regular parks, where you got your pools, you'll have there were 1 lifeguard. There's 1 lifeguard for the 12-foot pool, 1 lifeguard on the end, and there's another lifeguard and another lifeguard. So there's like 3 lifeguards for that pool there, the regular pool with the diving boards. So which ones do I prefer? Honestly, once again, I don't care for the wave pool. It's really dangerous to swim in wave pools. I don't care how good you can swim. I'm a good swimmer. I don't care for it. And The water slide parks, I don't care for those. I don't get nothing exciting out of riding down that, sliding down them slides. It's so humid in some of them, y'all. Look, I couldn't breathe in one of them. Going down, it's so humid, it's steamy, it's dark. I ain't like a boogeyman gonna get you, but it's just that thought. So that's how they designed the ride. It gives you get a little fear going down in that water slide. Some people say just close your eyes and ride it out, but I was on one. I swear it's only a 15-second water slide. It felt like a half hour when I was on it. So I don't care for those. So with your regular swimming pools, I love those because you could get on the diving board, bounce 1 or 2 times, jump into the water, swim out. That's all I like to do, jump in and swim out. I don't care for the waves and all of that. So, and then with the lifeguards, the thing is with lifeguards, it's scary because and I really don't care for pools anyway, but I'll swim in them, but I'm not going to rush to do it. People drown. I know a lot of people would have drowned in a pool. I know some people that almost drowned. I almost drowned years ago before I knew how to swim. But something about drowning in a pool, y'all don't know. I'm going to let you know this. You know somebody that can't swim, don't say, yeah, I got you, I'm going to save you, and tell them to get in the water. If they struggle, you got them. Because a struggling person is going to drown you. Let me tell y'all what a lifeguard is going to do. The lifeguard is not jumping in that pool while you're struggling. He is going to wait until you stop struggling. Then he is going to dive in the water. He's going to come up behind you and swim you out of the water sideways or backwards. He is not going to let you grab your front of him. The minute you jump in there and he's drowning, he's going to panic. So he think you're going to help him. So he's going to drown you. So that's the thing with going swimming. If you can't swim or you get a cramp or something and you can swim and you end up, they're not coming in that water while you're struggling. People be screaming, scream all you want. They're trained to jump in when you stop struggling. And then they do CPR on you. They do have CPR training. So that's something to think about before y'all decide to go to these water parks or go swimming, period, or lake swimming. Because if it's a lifeguard, just because it's a lifeguard does not mean you are 100% safe. Because it's not his fault that you drowned, but he got to wait until you stop struggling. Now, some might go in there while you're struggling and come up behind you, but that's rare. When you stop moving, then they will come get you. It sound crazy, right? Yeah. That's my thoughts on swimming pools. I was asked to do the video. So to you out there watching, you asked that. There you go. Boom. Long overdue. I know it's long overdue, but that's my thing on pools. All right. Yes, Trey 57 is an excellent swimmer.